So मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि आपने जैसे बोला to remember the touch of a person you really loved. Like for example, if I take would be my parents. Okay, suppose example. But these parents are no more. Okay, so शायद आपको लिए भी आपने बोला example was Guruji. So how to overcome that feeling like you miss somebody, miss them? How to use it positively? When you really love somebody and they're no longer in the physical form, so you also have that tiny bit of thing that they're not around you.
Right.
So how do we overcome that and use it like positively?
So the question you're asking is how to overcome the missing of a physical presence now.
Yes,
So,
by remembering these.
yeah, so that is exactly what I'm saying. You can memorize the touch consciously by telling the brain, I am remembering this touch. I am remembering this touch for the rest of my life, and you hug, okay, or hug or do the namaskar. Preferably namaskar, I always say, because that feet touch is a very different touch. So you do that, okay, and you tell your brain, and then you got to repeat it. Okay, repeat it. When do you repeat it? Repeat it in creative visualization every day. So वो नियम, it becomes a niyam. It becomes a practice that every day you're doing. And then after some time, even if you release it, it's okay because it is there with you. See, sometimes when you have a deep experience with some person, you will remember it by default. But now we are doing it consciously. So for consciously, if you are doing it, then you have to repeat it a few times. I give you my example. My father, we were to leave Australia in the night. So at night our flight is there. In the morning I go to the hospital and I meet my dad, and I said I'm going in the night, and then we go in the night. Anyway, night came, and before going I just touched his hand. And I yet can remember while I was speaking to him, I just touched his hand with his veins and all that. But I didn't tell I want to remember it. It was a beautiful touch. I have touched his feet. But this touch, when he left the body that same night, and I didn't go to Australia, I just went and we went meet him. That touch was a divine touch. I could just feel, and it was a beautiful touch. I just touched, felt it. Maybe if he was living, I would have not remembered. I would have yet remembered the feet touch, which I had memorized. But this was much more powerful because feet I did it consciously, and this one I did it. It happened naturally. So now whenever I remember my dad, I remember. By remembering what we miss, we don't miss the we don't miss. See, we know. You are the soul, I am the soul, we are everything, we are changing the body. Now yesterday itself my Mamaji left his body, So yesterday, so I will be going to meet him this after a couple of days. He stays in Coimbatore, So now I am trying to recollect, and I have some memories of his hug. I hugged him. So that is now coming. It was not there till 2 days back because he doesn't come in my daily this thing, but because he left the body, now I'm remembering anything I had, and I remember that hug of his. He's pretty big, so very big. So we remember that hug. It's a different hug. Same way with my dad. I remember the touch. It was not planned, but ye ho gaya. But I consciously memorized his feet. Now that feet memory has gone away because I have repeated this. For how many years I have repeated this, so this has overpowered that feet. But we don't miss we know we are all Atma, everything. But when the person leaves, we miss the physical touch. We miss the physical presence. True or false? So that physical touch is what you need to memorize. Believe me, trust me, few people have told me that my mother left, my father left, and they said we don't miss him now because I memorized the touch. So the touch is with you. He is there. Intellectually we know everything is one. We are changing the body. The soul will change the body. All intellectually, but experientially. So experientially memorize, and you can be with the person anytime. He is there.